Hey guys, Sean and Abby here, Nutrition Series Video 1. And we're going to be talking about misconceptions. And the first misconception we're going to be talking about is, I'm going to ask you, Abby, if I work out, that means I can go eat crappy food, or I earn crappy food, or I deserve crappy food, right? So let's unpack that misconception.
And guys, this was me. This was me, and this is probably over the last anywhere from like 10 to 15 years of I had the athletic body type in high school. I was always active, dancing, playing sports, the whole entire thing, and then becoming completely inactive and gaining the weight, and then going back to fitness and not having it hand in hand, not having the fitness and nutrition together. And what happened is, I worked out. I came in here, worked out an hour every single day, and would go out and be like, you know what, I deserve eating that bacon cheeseburger with french fries, and maybe just like fulfilling myself with these things that are just not benefiting me at all, and didn't see really that much change, or marginal changes. Of course, getting stronger, but not these crazy changes in my body, and that's really what I was striving for. So, what happens is that we can work out, but really what's concentrated on is having them hand in hand, and works even better. So have you ever struggled with that?
Yes. And I want to share my struggle with it in a second, but you said something that sparked a thought. Would you agree that when we almost like get in this vicious cycle of when you work out hard and you kind of have this mentality or psychology of I've earned it, or I worked out so I can do that, and you get away with it once, because once it's not going to show
For sure.
and it just then you build essentially like a bad association.
Absolutely. I think that's what it is too, is that you can start to zag so far off track that it's it would be hard to kind of come back, and it's funny because you have these eye openers of why do certain things feel uncomfortable? Why does cardio not feel the best? Or why do certain workouts not feel as good? And nutrition is a huge part of that.
And not even just performance. I remember to share would be work out for a good amount of time, go swimming, and then it'd be hit up the drive-through, or like a whole pizza, and these things that just almost there was an accomplishment tied to it, And I remember like at this stage of my life now, looking back at some of these photos and being like, man, I could see in my body, I could see, and for me, I would hold it in like my stomach, and at the time, you're just oblivious to these things, and they start to stack and add, and beyond how you perform, I just remember like I didn't feel good mentally. You just don't feel good about yourself or that decision after the fact, and your gut and all these things, and like we talked about, your minds, it's the mindset that we bring to that, where that isn't a sustainable approach long term. It's not healthy to think working out equals crap in, and I think that's a dangerous association that at any moment an individual can break, because obviously we've broken that pattern, and I don't even think or crave those foods anymore. And I don't know if you feel that way too, and it feels so good to be in a healthy place with your body, with your mind, with your training. Your body feels good, and you're proud of what you put in yourself. So I mean, if I would imagine if you're out there and you need to break that cycle, it just takes that step. Or maybe what helped you?
I'm definitely surrounding myself with the like-minded people, because it changed my mindset around nutrition. And you're right, maybe looking at photos of, I remember this time and working out so hard, maybe even over 6-7 days a week, and seeing my body and it being very, very different than the way it is now. And so what changed is that going through the course of, again, these 10-15 years, breaking the cycle of the yo-yo diet, which is not eating enough and then taking things out and putting things back in, and now it's become more of a lifestyle rather than these very restrictive following of a diet. It's become, my mindset has changed about, now this is just the way that I live.
Cool. All right, so that was misconception number 1. We got